I'd like to thank Dina Williams for sending me the story, and I'm actually very glad that you did send me the story. You know that 45 said that they, in his administration, says that they feel that they should arm teachers in case anything may happen or for their safety, after the recent events that happened in Parkland, Florida, and probably possibly more to come. Well, this guy by the name of Jesse Randall Davidson is going to prove why that may not be the best route to go. Because he is a school teacher and a sports radio personality. He's 53 years old. And I don't know what happened, but on last week, well, maybe not last week, maybe a few days ago, he had his gun in the school and he started popping off on people. He didn't kill anybody. But a shot, according to the news report, which I'm going to read, was fired. It says teacher faces several charges after firing shot barricading himself at a Dalton high school. No students were hurt. A teacher is in custody and facing multiple charges after a shot was fired inside of a local high school. Reports show that 53-year-old Jesse Randall Davidson, a high school teacher and sports radio personality, has been arrested on charges of aggravated assault with a gun, terroristic threats, but I bet you they won't call him a terrorist, and acts carrying a weapon in a school safety zone, non-licensed. Oh, look at that. Non-licensed. Now y'all can see why I said at the beginning I'm glad that this story came my way. Reckless conduct, disrupting a public school, and possessing a firearm during the commission of a felony. He will make his first appearance Thursday at 2 p.m. Now, I wanted to point out two things. One, they said he was non-licensed, which means he wasn't licensed to carry. Nor was he probably, if he wasn't licensed to carry, he might as well not have been non-licensed to own as well, which means he probably bought this gun illegally. Number two, I said that arming the teachers with guns was not the smartest thing to do. Because you do not know what goes on in the mind of a lot of these teachers. A lot of these teachers go through a lot with these students, and a lot of these students are bad as hell. And if they even feel that the students are just being disruptive, they'll take that as a threat upon their life, and they'll shoot that student just because they were being disruptive. I don't know what made this guy go off the way that he did, but like I said, not everyone deserves a gun, because another thing is a lot of these teachers probably never shot a gun before. They probably never held one. And they haven't had the proper training. So to arm them with guns, they're very lucky this guy had a handgun and not an AR-15. On Wednesday at around 11:30 a.m., Dalton City Police tweeted that officers were on the scene of reports of shots fired at Dalton High School located at 1500 Manley Street. According to police, the teacher, later identified as Davidson, barricaded himself in a classroom and would not let students inside. When the principal came to the scene and said, "Hey, let me in," the teacher forced the door closed and wouldn't let him in. Police said that when the principal attempted to open the door with a key, he heard a gunshot from inside the classroom. At that point, the principal locked down the school and students were evacuated to a safe area. Officers were on the scene very quickly. The campus, Dalton High School, is about a mile away from the police services center, and obviously we're near the heart of the town, so a lot of officers were on the scene very quick. The students were relocated to Northeast Trade and Convention Center, located on the 2200 block of Doug Gap Battle Road, to get reunited with their parents. No students were injured except for one female student who suffered an ankle injury while evacuating the building. The main point to emphasize is that nobody in the school is hurt. Everybody in the school is safe. Police said the teacher surrendered within 35 to 45 minutes after barricading himself. By 5:15 p.m., authorities said all students were back with their parents. Classes will be canceled Thursday and will resume Friday. The Dalton Police Department said they will also be increasing the police presence at the school for Thursday and Friday as a result. But they want to arm teachers with guns. Like I tell you, you don't know what the mental capacity is of a lot of these teachers, and you don't know what will make them go off. This guy barricaded himself in his classroom, did not let the students in, and when they tried to go in, he shot at them. But they negotiated with him for 30 to 45 minutes. Notice they didn't send any kind of device in there to get him out of there. I know they weren't going to do that because it was a school, but still. He still had the complexion for protection for them to wait it out for damn near an hour and to allow him to barricade himself in there. But this is just an example of what will happen if you give these teachers guns to so-called protect themselves. This guy wasn't protecting himself from anything. Nothing was going on to be perceived as a threat. The only threat there was him. And he didn't have a license to carry. Y'all know where I'm going with this. I'm going to leave it up to you in the comments. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments below. I can't wait to see what y'all have to say about this. Again, thanks Dina Williams for sending me the story.